Hey homemakers, welcome to another video. So this video is going to be a plan with me. I will bring you along as I command my week. I want to know from you, are you a planner? Do you plan out your week or are you just winging it? And if you are winging it, let me know. Do you feel accomplished at the end of the day or at the end of the week? I find that we have this inner critic, and the inner critic likes saying you are not doing enough or you have not been productive enough. So I find that when I plan out my week and I get to check those boxes, even when the inner critic says you have not been productive, but when I look at my plan, my schedule for the week, and the things that I have checked off and managed to do, my plan says I have been productive. So come along and plan my week with me. So the first thing that I do is I go into my weekly goals and then I look at my weekly goals. So my first goal was to refine my project that I'm working on. I did not do that. And then read my Bible Monday to Saturday. I did that. And then post 3 times a week. That is to the 2 memberships and the main channel. So I did that. All right. Now, okay. So now I'm going to update to the 10th to up to 16th November. I'm still gonna have my project that I'm going to refine because I didn't do it. And then my goal for this week, I also want to wash my couches and my rug. So I want to do that. It's a big project. It's a big thing. So I'm gonna put it as my goal, and then obviously my posting, so that will remain the same. So those are my 3 goals for this week. I like to put my goals first so that when I do plan out my week, I can plan my week with my goals in mind. So I'm gonna move on to my Bible study plan. I was meditating on Proverbs 21 verse 5. Good planning and hard work leads to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. So I think I am no longer meditating on this. I'm meditating on Psalm 112. That's fine. And then renewing my mind is my Bible study plan for the week. So I've been studying regarding faith. I'm on the topic of faith, so that I had a lot of scriptures that I needed to go through. As you can see, I've done those ones. Mark 11. So I'm going to go through the other ones that I have not done. So I'm going to leave it like that. I still need to do these ones. So that will be my focus for the week. And then I'm not going to show what I'm praying for and the people that I'm praying for because it's a bit personal. And then we're going to move on to my weekly review, which I then do to say my highlights of the week. Those ones also, I will do that off camera. And then for my brain dump, this is where I'm going to brain dump everything that I need to do for the week. So plan outings for December, deep clean, washing machine, meal plan. So I'm going to meal plan right now, bake banana muffins, plan for the new week, which I am doing right now. And then another thing that I'm also going to do is write out a hosting menu and grocery shop. That's one. Another thing, what do I need to do? Plan next week's content, or rather script next week's content or plan. It's more like a layout. I want to plan it out for next week. Okay, and then I need to track spending, or I need to mark assessments. So I think that is it. Now, on a Monday, generally, I will have my morning routine, so I don't have to write it out every single day. This is what I do: gratitude journaling, Bible reading and prayer. I check my calendar, shower, I get dressed to shoes, swipe. I switch and swipe my bathroom, I make the bed, thaw the meat, start a load of laundry, get kids ready, and then prepare breakfast. So that is still my routine. And then because of a Monday, I usually do a home reset my home, more like the Fly Ladies home blessing hour. So that is what I do. So I will just uncheck it for the new week. And then my afternoon routine is still the same. I usually zone clean, 15 minutes declutter. I cook. If I'm not cooking, I'm either baking or doing something. Take 30 minutes rest and read and fold and put away the laundry. I'm going to be filming for the Home Economist Club membership, and they will be doing the home organization series. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do on a Monday. My evening block is kids bath time, home reset, plan for the next day, bedtime story and prayer, and then in bed by 9. So also I need to do editing. So I'll put it right here because I just want to film this video and edit at the same time. So I'll put it there, and then I'm moving to Tuesday. So when it's Tuesday, I just move my morning block under Tuesday like this. And then when I'm done with my reset, I just check it to show that it's complete. So I'll just move the morning block there. And then for homeschool maths, I know my grade 2 learner is doing 6 lessons for the week. We do maths in one day and we do the lessons for the week. So she has done 103 to 108 for the week. Now she's gonna do 109, 110, and I just need to uncheck everything. 112, save. So that is what she will be doing next week, and it makes it very easy because I know that Tuesday is a maths day. She comes with the books. Whenever she's completed with that lesson, I check the boxes, and then when the boxes are all checked, I know we are done for the day. I don't have a checkbox for our morning basket, but the morning basket, we are in routine. I don't need to do a checklist for that. For my eldest, she's doing assessments. So she's going to be doing task 5. She hasn't done the 3, and she will do 6. Then I will need to print the other ones that I have not printed. So that is our homeschool. I'll uncheck it. Homeschool for Tuesday. And then I did freeze the bananas. So this one I can archive. I'm not going to do it again. Finish filming part 2. That also I'm going to archive, and then edit. I'm not gonna archive because usually in the evenings I'm either editing some video, but I'm usually doing some sort of edits. I'll be filming this one for the membership. So here I need to be filming, and then on Monday, I think in the morning, I will script the videos there, and then I'm gonna write this hosting menu and for grocery shopping on a afternoon. Okay, I'm gonna write it in the morning on a Thursday. I'm just gonna uncheck the things that I know I usually do. I think I can bake my banana muffins on a Friday evening. Okay, and then I'm gonna meal plan now, so I'll just check it off there. I'm gonna deep clean my washing machine on a Thursday afternoon, and then plan for the week. I'm doing it now. These ones. Plan outings for December. I think I'll do that on a Sunday. Oh, and mark assessments. Okay, I'll mark assessments on a Saturday as well, because I know I'm hosting on a Saturday, so I don't want to put a lot of things there. Outings, and then I'll do the homeschooling stuff just on the Saturday. Yeah, I will be prepping on the Monday, on the morning block, and then I'll be hosting in the afternoon block. I'll be hosting here on a Saturday, and then Sunday we have church, and I'm gonna be going in the morning, so it's gonna take my whole morning, and then I'm gonna come back and rest in the afternoon. So I'm gonna rest in the afternoon, and then in the evening I'll plan out. And what is left here? So these ones I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna meal plan, I'm gonna plan for my new week, then I'm gonna track my spending. So those ones I'm not gonna allocate them to the day, I'm going to do them now. So I will leave them there, and once they are done, I will just mark them as complete. So now this is my week so far. I just need to check whether I have everything that I need to do planned out. So on a Monday, I usually have my morning routine, and then after that, I want to script before I start my my regular day. I want to script and plan for next week's content because my Monday is my filming day. And then I'm gonna reset my home, and then in the evening, in the afternoon block, I usually will film first and then edit, then I will do my afternoon routine later. On Monday, my priority is filming. So even if I do not get to my afternoon routine, which sometimes it happens, then it's fine. I don't mind. I will do it. I will carry it over in the other days. So if I don't do it, what I'll do is I'll just move it to my afternoon block, and then it's still fine. At the end of the day, I will still have all my check boxes because of the system, the way it's set up. And then, so let me just put it back, and then I'll be editing, and then I will then after that track my spending. Now, on Tuesday, because I'm going to be filming and editing, I know then I'm going to then upload. Usually I want to do my upload in the morning once I'm done with everything, or in the evening. It's either in the morning or the evening, so that doesn't interfere with the homeschool. And then I will just do my editing. So that's my Tuesday. I'm not doing a lot because whatever I'm doing on Tuesday takes a lot of time. And then Wednesday, film part 2 Bible study. I'm not going to be doing that on a Wednesday. I'm going to do that on a Friday. Bible study, we're doing faith in God. So I know what I'm doing on that day. So I'm going to leave it there. And okay, we're doing Tuesday. So Tuesday I need to upload. I need to, we're doing maths. And then in the afternoon block, I'll do my afternoon routine. And then if I'm not going to then edit, I'll do my afternoon routine, then edit. Then for Wednesday, it's a language arts day. She didn't finish 92 and 93 from last week. So I think that's where we're gonna start this week. And the target, she needs to do 9 lessons for next week. So my targets also help me in terms of the curriculum. Where are we in the curriculum? So I always do my targets to say, after this 9 lessons, I know the next week she needs to do 10, and then the last week she's doing 10, she's done with the whole curriculum. All 120 lessons we will be done for this year. I'll put 92 at the top, 93 there, then 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 102. 102 will be lesson. Then these ones I'm gonna delete. So all set. And then my eldest daughter, she has what she needs to do in her homework diary. So that is that for this one. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be writing out the hosting menu, and then we're going to homeschool. On a Thursday, it's life skills. It's a life skills day. Okay, so the life skills, we just follow through with the book. The lessons are complicated for me to write. And then the Friday homeschool, it's an Afrikaans day. I'll deep clean my washing machine on Thursday. Then I'll map out content for the rest of November and December in the evening block. And then Friday I will film 2 Bible study faith in God. And then I will also need to upload. That is going to take me some time, so I need to put in my on my schedule. I'm going to do it at the same time. After finishing, I'm going to do it immediately. It doesn't take me that long, and then after that we'll start on to the homeschool. And then the afternoon block will be my afternoon routine. Then I will bake. Then I will refine my projects in the evening, because I would have been done with all my filming that I need to do for that week, and my editing, and then Saturday, it's my hosting day. So I'm going to prep and clean and cook in the morning, and then host in the afternoon. Then in the evening, I will do all my homeschool stuff that I need to do. Like, I need to update our address and send it to the DBE Then I need to mark assessments and then record, and then I need to print out reports from the previous terms and then file that into their portfolio. And then Sunday, I'm going to be going to church in the morning. I will rest in the afternoon, and in the evening block, I will plan out outings for December. That is not it's not something stressful, something that it won't even take me that long. So I can do that in the evening block before I just go to bed. I can plan that out quickly. So that is me planning out my week in a nutshell. So you might be thinking, but now what about your cleaning? What are you cleaning? I've got my home management system for that. It's already planned out. It's something that I don't have to plan each week. In my home management system, let me just show you. There's my cleaning schedule. So my cleaning schedule, on a Monday, I'm cleaning my kitchen. Tuesday, it's my living, my dining. Wednesday, my office and the outside. Thursday, it's the bathrooms. Friday is the bedrooms. And then Saturday is usually my outside, my garden, my garage, that type of thing. Sunday, I don't have anything. It's my rest day. But basically, and the checklists are inside, right? So that's basically what I have for my cleaning. So I don't have to think about it. I just have to just open my cleaning schedule. When I'm cleaning in my afternoon block where I have my zone cleaning, I will be cleaning that particular zone. So that one is sorted. Now the next thing that I need to do is I want to meal plan, but before we go into the meal plan for the week, I also want to record the spending for the week. So now that I'm done with planning for the week, what I need to do is now track my spending. So I keep my receipts. So if I go and I purchase something, so I keep my receipts. Now what I'm going to do, these ones are for the food that I was buying in the past week. So I'm going to add that to my list so that at the end of the month, I can really see how much I'm spending on food. I can see what was the budgeted amount, what was the actual amount, so that I can actually be truthful and see what is really happening, not what I think is happening. It was the 7th. I bought into Checkers and I spent 426.88. So this one I can throw away. So that is what I spent that week in terms of food. So I'll save it and then I will close there. I'm jotting it down under October because this is end of the month, October into November, but because our month starts from 25 to 25, right? Yeah, 25 to 25. So that is why I will record it in that month. All right, and then I've already done where electricity, it went down, all those things I've jotted down. They went down. I already done that because that's something that I do monthly. Okay, I bought some glasses. I know I went to Pep Home and I bought some glasses. Where do I put that? I put it under the coat because I was buying that for our Thanksgiving night. So I'll just say Pep Home, glasses. What else did I buy from there? I bought candles as well. Yeah, I remember. So it was 90 plus, okay, I spent 135 plus candles and I spent 135. So I can save that there. And did I put the hair? I know this month I put hair. Yeah, I put the amount there. We spent 860, blah, blah, blah. And that is it when it comes to tracking my weekly spending. So if you do it each and every single week, it doesn't pile up and become a lot. So tracking for the week is done. Now it's time for us to go into the meal plan for the week. So I go into my meal plan, already jotted down to buy things. So when something is finished in my kitchen, like the other time when I was canning, I finished my vinegar. So immediately after that, I put there that I need to buy vinegar. And then I was doing a spice drawer organization. So after doing that, I recognized that I'm totally out of paprika, totally out of garlic powder, totally out of onion powder. So I already jotted those down. And then I also need to get choc chips. So for me, this is already telling me that in the new month or at the end of the month, I need to go and visit the spice shop the SA baking supplies, where I buy my baking supplies and my spices. So I need to go and do that run because I'm out of certain things. So I will do that. Let me look at what I'm going to make for this week. So I had cleared everything out to make this process a bit easier. So what do we have on hand? So in the freezer, as I am, when I did the whole preservation series, I put everything that I have in the freezer. So I know I've got strawberries, I've got blueberries, bananas, beetroot, mixed veg, carrots, green peppers, red peppers. These are all my meats and the veggies that I have frozen. So I like to have a look at that first so that I can plan around the things that I already have in my freezer. Actually, on Monday, we can have pancakes and berries. So I will just stew my berries and then put them on top as a syrup. And then we can have it with a side of eggs. And then we can have toasted cheese and tomato. We have that on Tuesday. And then for lunch, I don't add a menu for lunch because we usually have leftovers for lunch. So I'm just going to do now the dinners and the snacks. So I'm gonna have spaghetti and mince on a Tuesday, beef stew and rice, butternut on a Thursday, chicken stew, let's do that on a Wednesday, and then Mondays usually pap and brine meat, gravy, chakalaka. So that's Monday's dinner. So I'm gonna put my lunches at the bottom because for me they are non-applicable unless I really want to do a different lunch. For Monday to Friday, I'm just gonna put them down there and just put my breakfast and my dinners at the top. And then for my snacks, what I want to make banana muffins, but I think I'm gonna make them on a Friday for snacks for the weekend. I'll ask my daughter to do chocolate chip cookies for Monday, Tuesday snack, and then I will make granola bars on Wednesday. And then they will carry us Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday I will have something baked, and then Monday, Tuesday she will bake that. I want to add cream spinach here because as a side, I have that just to remind myself that I want to make the spinach. Okay, fine. Here we have the butternut, we have that. And then here, what can I make? I'm gonna make broccoli, cauliflower salad. Friday, we're gonna have pizza. That will be dinner. Saturday, we usually do brunch. So on the Saturday, whatever I'm gonna make for hosting, my hosting menu is going to work for Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna do a double batch so that Sunday there's no one who is cooking because we all want to rest on a Sunday. I love my meal plan because already I can put down things that are finishing. I don't have to go buy them now, but I can just keep a running list of things that are finishing, things that need to be topped up, and then at the end of the month or whenever I'm going to go and do my bulk grocery shop or my big grocery shop, then I can add on to the list and then go. So here for my seasonal produce, right, we're currently in spring, actually late spring. I put here it's between September, October, November. We are in November. So these are the spring fruits that I look for when I go to the market, those ones that are in season, and the spring veggies, right? The coming season, because we are going into our summer season, I will take the summer one and put it on top. And then I know that when I go to the market, before I go, I just look at my summer produce. And then I know that these are the fruits and the veggies I should be looking out for in these months. I know that these are the summer fruits I need to be looking for. And these are the summer veggies that I also need to pay attention to when I go to the market. Then once I come back from the market and I have preserved them, whether I put them in the fridge or the freezer, I will then come then and add it to my running list of the things that I have in the freezer. So that when I'm planning for my meals for the following week, then I am keeping those in mind to add as my sides. In essence, this is our meal plan for the week. So for Monday, we're gonna make pancakes and berries. So I'm gonna take the frozen berries that are in the freezer, make like a berry sauce and then put that on top of our pancakes and then scramble some eggs. That will be breakfast for Monday. Then for dinner, we're gonna have pap, we're gonna have braai meat, we're gonna have gravy on the side because I have tomatoes, those tomatoes that were sitting on the windowsill. And then I'm gonna make chakalaka because I already have some grated carrots in the freezer. I already have some green peppers that are frozen, and I'll just take a can of beans so I can make the chakalaka. Then on Tuesday, we're gonna have toasted cheese and tomatoes. I'm using those tomatoes that are still on the windowsill. And then also I have cheese that I buy, like a block of cheese, then I will cut it up in chunks and then I will freeze them. So for this week I will take out a block of cheese so that it sits up in the freezer and it defrosts so that we can have that for our Tuesday breakfast. And then for dinner, we're gonna have our spaghetti and mince because I do have mince in the freezer. And then I will have broccoli and cauliflower salad. That is the broccoli and the cauliflower that I blanched and I froze. So I'm gonna use that to make the broccoli salad. And then on Wednesday, we're gonna have some quesadillas. So my daughter will make some wraps, and then we will use that cheese again, and then we will see whatever we add. Sometimes we like adding those fridge pickles that I made inside our quesadillas. And then for Wednesday, we're gonna have chicken stew and rice or dumplings. I'm not sure. That is why I didn't put in the starch, but we'll see on Wednesday. If I have time, I'll make dumpling. If I don't have time, it will be rice. And then we will have the cream spinach. So I will use the spinach that I froze. Then on Thursday, we're gonna have smoothies. So I'm gonna be using the berries that I froze, bananas that I froze, and strawberries that I froze, and we're just gonna blend it up and make a smoothie and have that for breakfast. We're probably gonna have maybe wraps that I left, and then we'll have that as well. And then for dinner, we're gonna do a beef stew and rice and butternut. So if I don't do rice with the chicken stew, if I do rice with the chicken stew, then I will do dumpling with the beef stew so that we have variety. And then for that, I like my beef stew with butternut all the time. That one is standard procedure for us. So I will have that as well. And remember, we also have canned beetroot. So if I feel like I want to add another side, then we can open up a jar of beetroot. And then on Friday, it's going to be, we're going to have avocado toast, and we're going to have the cucumbers, the pickles actually, on top because I don't have fresh cucumbers. And then for dinner, we're going to have pizza. I have pizza sauce, or the tomato sauce that I canned. It's already ready. We've got peppers in the freezer, and as well we have cheese, so I can put that, my daughter can put that as toppings. She's the one who does our pizzas. I am not going to be doing that. And then for Saturday, I'm going to be hosting friends that are coming to visit us. So whatever I'm going to cook for them, I'm going to make sure that I'm cooking a larger quantity because they are a large family like us. So I'm gonna make a lot of food, but I'm gonna make sure that whatever I'm making, I'm also going to cater for our Sunday, because Sunday I'm going to be going early to church. Besides, Sunday is for resting. So Sunday we don't want to bother ourselves with pots. So I'm gonna cook larger quantities Saturday, so that on Sunday we can all relax, catch a movie, do something fun as a family. And that is it. That is my meal plan done for the week. So I've meal planned. I've planned for the week ahead. What am I going to do each day? My cleaning schedule is the same. It doesn't change. What I do is I'm doing the kitchen on a Monday. If I've done the fridge and the microwave, but I didn't touch my cupboards, then the following week I'm gonna do my cupboards. In a span of the month, I would have just touched everything in my kitchen. And then I'll do the same with my living room. But with the living room this week, you saw my goal. I want to clean up my couches. I want to clean up my rug. And then I want to make that very clean. And then I also want to touch up and clean up some walls because I've been noticing marks on the wall. So I'm going to do that. And then on Wednesday, it's my office day. And the outside I'm just going to wipe windows. I usually do that, and sweep my pavement outside. Then I check the garden. If I need to weed the garden, then I'll do that. And then on Thursday it's the kids rooms and their bathroom. So I'll deep clean the bathroom, wash their bedding, sheets. We wash sheets each and every single week. We'll wash the sheets. And then on Friday it's my master bed, so I will just do the washing of my bedding, and then deep clean my room and the master bath. And then if I need to also straighten up the wardrobes, then I will do that and make sure that everything is clean. And then I also take out the shoes and wash that. So you see, that one is already in my head. I don't need to sit down and plan that. It's already on autopilot, but the system is there. I just check it off as and when I do it. So thank you so much for joining me today in this video, and let me know if you're a planner like me or you just wing it. But I find that if I wing it, I get all over the show, and then I end up feeling not accomplished in my day, in my week, and I feel like sometimes I'm not doing what I need to be doing. So that is why I like to tackle the running of my home with a system. And like you've seen, it just takes me a while because I'm filming this week, but generally this is not something that takes me a long time for me to plan. And remember, all my boards, I'm going to link them in the description box. So if you want any of my boards, they will be in the description box, and then you can purchase them on my Etsy store. So thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, God bless.